My brother stole my fiancée. 3 years later he showed up at my door. Broke. Divorced. Humiliated. And begging me for help after losing everything. The strange part is I wasn't angry anymore. I thought I would be. For years I imagined what I would say if I ever saw him again. I imagined yelling. Laughing in his face. Telling him exactly how much he had destroyed. But when he stood there in the rain soaked from head to toe with bloodshot eyes and shaking hands, I felt nothing. No rage, no pity, no love. Just silence. His name was Logan. My older brother. The golden child. The son my parents defended no matter what he did. And me, I was Daniel. The dependable one. The quiet one. The son everyone called when something needed fixing. Until the day I finally stopped answering. But before I tell you how Logan ended up begging on my porch, you need to understand what he took from me. 3 years earlier I was engaged to a woman named Emily. I loved her more than I had ever loved anyone. We had been together for 4 years. Engaged for 9 months. Our wedding was only 6 weeks away. The venue was booked. The invitations had been mailed. The honeymoon was paid for. I thought my life was finally becoming what I had worked so hard to build. A home. A wife. A future. A family of my own. Emily was beautiful, charming, and the kind of woman who made everyone feel like they were the most important person in the room. At least that was what I believed. Logan had always liked her. Too much. At first I told myself I was being insecure. He complimented her often. He made her laugh too hard. He touched her shoulder when he talked. He remembered little details about her that even I sometimes forgot. When I mentioned it once, Emily laughed. "Daniel, he is your brother. Do not be weird." So I let it go. Because I trusted her. And because I trusted him. That was my first mistake. Logan had always been able to take things from me. When we were kids, he took my toys. My parents said I should share. When we were teenagers, he took credit for things I did. My parents said I should be humble. When we became adults, he borrowed money he never repaid. My parents said family helped family. Every time Logan crossed a line, I was expected to move the line. So when he started showing too much interest in Emily, I ignored the warning signs. I told myself brothers do not do that. Fiancés do not do that. Family does not do that. I was wrong. It happened on a Friday night. I was supposed to be out of town for work. A site inspection in Portland. 2 days. 1 night. But the meeting ended early. My boss told me I could head home. I decided not to tell Emily. I wanted to surprise her. I stopped at a bakery on the way back and bought the lemon cake she loved. I remember thinking she would smile when she saw me. Instead, I came home to a dark house. Her car was in the driveway. So was Logan's. For a second I just stood there, looking at the 2 cars, trying to find an innocent reason. Maybe he had stopped by. Maybe something happened. Maybe they were planning a surprise for me. That is how badly I wanted to believe the lie before I even knew the truth. I opened the front door quietly. The house was silent. Then I heard music. Soft. Coming from the bedroom. My bedroom. I walked down the hallway slowly. Each step felt heavier. My hand touched the bedroom door. It was not closed all the way. Through the small gap I saw them. Emily. And Logan. Together. In the bed I had paid for. In the room where my wedding suit was hanging in the closet. In the home where I thought I was safe. For a few seconds my brain refused to understand what my eyes were seeing. Then Emily saw me. Her face went white. Logan turned his head. And the first thing he said was not sorry. It was, "Daniel, calm down. Calm down." That was the first thing my brother said after destroying my life. I did not yell. I did not punch him. I did not break anything. I just stood there. Then I looked at Emily. "How long?" She started crying. But they were not tears of guilt. They were tears of being caught. "Daniel, please. How long?" She looked at Logan. That look told me everything. This was not one mistake. This was not one night. This was not a moment of weakness. This was a relationship. Logan sat up and sighed. Actually sighed. Like I was making things difficult. It just happened. I laughed. One short empty laugh. Of course it did. Emily reached for me. I stepped back. "Do not touch me." She froze. Then I turned around. Walked out. Got in my car. And drove away. I spent that night in a hotel. My phone did not stop buzzing. Emily called 30 times. Logan called twice. My mother called 11 times. My father left 1 voicemail. I listened to none of them. The next morning I finally answered my mother's call. Her first words were not, "Are you okay?" They were, "Daniel, we need to talk about this calmly." I closed my eyes. There it was. Calmly. The word people use when they want the victim to make things easier for everyone else. "What did Logan tell you?" She hesitated. Then said, "He said you walked in and misunderstood what was happening." I almost dropped the phone. Misunderstood. My mother sighed. "Your brother is very upset. He is upset. Daniel, please do not make this worse." I stared at the hotel wall. Something inside me went cold. Mom, I caught him with my fiancée. I know what you think you saw. No, I know what I saw. She went quiet. Then she said the sentence that ended my relationship with her. Emily says she is confused. I laughed. Confused? She says she has feelings for both of you. I sat up slowly. Both of us. Your brother did not plan this. I held the phone away from my ear. Looked at it. Then put it back. So you are defending him. I'm trying to keep this family together. No. You are trying to protect Logan. He is your brother. And she was my fiancée. Silence. Then my mother whispered. Maybe this is a sign you and Emily were not meant to be. I hung up. For the next week, everything became worse. Emily wanted to meet. Logan wanted to explain. My parents wanted a family discussion. I wanted all of them to disappear. Then came the final insult. Emily called me crying. She said she loved me. She said she was confused. She said Logan understood parts of her that I did not. Then she asked if we could delay the wedding while she figured out her feelings. I said no. She cried harder. You cannot just throw away 4 years. I stared at the ceiling of my hotel room. You already did. 2 days later I learned from a mutual friend that Emily had moved into Logan's apartment. My brother did not just sleep with my fiancée. He took her. And my family let him. No. They helped him. My mother told relatives that the engagement ended because Emily and I had compatibility issues. My father said I was being bitter. Logan told people that love was complicated. Emily told everyone she never meant to hurt me. Nobody told the truth. So I did. I sent one message to the family group chat. I caught Logan sleeping with Emily in my home. The wedding is cancelled. Do not contact me unless you are willing to acknowledge the truth. My older aunt replied first. Oh my God. My cousin replied next. Daniel, I am so sorry. Then my mother wrote this should have been handled privately. That was when I knew. I was not just leaving Emily. I was leaving all of them. I blocked Emily. I blocked Logan. I blocked my parents. I canceled the wedding. I lost deposits. I sold the house. I changed jobs. Then I moved to Denver. I told nobody except my employer and one close friend. The first year was hard. I will not pretend it was not. I was angry. Humiliated. Lonely. I hated weddings. I hated happy couples. I hated hearing Logan's name. But slowly life became quiet. And quiet became peace. I worked hard. I saved money. I took consulting contracts. Then I started my own project management firm. At first it was just me. One laptop. One rented office. One client who took a chance on me. Then 2 clients. Then 5. Then 20. By the end of the second year I had employees. By the third year I had a real company. A good apartment. A truck I liked. Friends who knew nothing about the old version of me. And most importantly I had peace. I did not date seriously, not because I was broken, but because I was careful. I had finally learned that love without respect is just a trap with softer lighting. Then 3 years after I left, Logan found me. It was a Thursday night. Rain was falling hard. I had just gotten home from work. I was making coffee when someone knocked on my door. I was not expecting anyone. I checked the camera. And there he was. Logan. My brother. Thinner than I remembered. Pale. Unshaven. Wearing a soaked jacket. For a moment, I thought about not opening the door. Then curiosity won. I opened it halfway. He looked at me. Daniel. I said nothing. He swallowed. I know I do not deserve to be here. You are right. His face tightened. I need help. I looked past him at the rain. Then back at him. Call Mom. He flinched. They cannot help me anymore. That got my attention. I folded my arms. What happened? He looked down. Emily left. I waited. For who? He winced. My business partner. I almost smiled. Not because it was funny. Because it was perfect. Karma does not always knock. Sometimes it breaks down the door. Logan rubbed his face. She took money from the business account. He helped her. They disappeared together. I leaned against the doorframe. So she cheated on you. He did not answer. With someone close to you. Still nothing. And then stole from you. His jaw clenched. Daniel, please. I shook my head slowly. That sounds familiar. He looked like he wanted to snap back. But he could not. He needed something. So he swallowed his pride. I lost the company. You had a company. Restaurant investment. Bar lounge concept. It failed. Of course it did. He looked hurt. Good. Mom and Dad refinanced the house to help me. Then I borrowed against everything. Emily convinced me to expand too fast. Naturally, now the bank is coming after me. I owe almost $200,000. I stared at him. And you came to me. His eyes filled with shame. You are the only person I know who can help. There it was. Not an apology. Not accountability. A request. The dependable brother. The useful brother. The one everyone ignored until they needed money. I opened the door a little wider. Do Mom and Dad know you are here? He looked away. Mom said you might listen. I laughed. I could not help it. Of course she did. Daniel, I am desperate. No. You are experiencing consequences. He stepped closer. I know I hurt you. Hurt me. My voice stayed calm. You stole my fiancée. You lied about it. You let our parents blame me. Then you married her. His face twisted. I loved her. No. You wanted what was mine. He did not answer. Because he knew it was true. Did you ever apologize? I tried to call. Did you ever say the words? Silence. So I said them for him. I am sorry I slept with your fiancée. I'm sorry I let the family make you the villain. I am sorry I married the woman who betrayed you. I am sorry I only showed up now because I need money. Logan's eyes dropped. Daniel. No. He looked up quickly. I have not even asked for the amount. You do not have to. Please. I can pay you back. You did not pay me back when you borrowed $500 in college. His face reddened. This is different. You are right. This time it is $200,000. He wiped rain from his face. I could lose everything. I leaned forward. Logan. You already did. For a moment neither of us spoke. Then he said the one thing he should never have said. Family is supposed to help family. The air changed. I felt something inside me close. Not anger. Not pain. A door. A final door. I looked at him carefully. Family. He nodded weakly. I smiled. Where was family when I caught you with Emily? He swallowed. That was different. Where was family when Mom told everyone I was bitter? He looked away. Where was family when Dad said I should move on? No answer. Where was family when you married her 1 year later? His face crumpled. I stepped back. You do not want family, Logan. You want rescue. He started crying then. Real tears. Maybe for the first time in his life Logan had run out of people to protect him. I have nowhere to go. Go to Mom and Dad. They are losing the house. That hit me harder than I expected. Not with sadness. With clarity. So that was the real reason he was here. Not just his life collapsing. Theirs too. Because of you. He did not answer. He did not have to. I nodded slowly. How much did they give you? He whispered everything. Of course. Everything. They had given Logan everything again, and now that everything was gone they wanted me. I opened the door fully. For a second hope flashed across his face. Then I pointed toward the hallway. Leave. His face fell. Daniel, please. No, you would let your own brother end up homeless. I looked him in the eyes. 3 years ago you let your own brother lose his fiancée, his home, his family, and his entire life. You slept fine. He started shaking. I was wrong. Yes. I am sorry. No, you are sorry you are broke. He sobbed once. A pathetic sound. Maybe another version of me would have felt bad. The old Daniel. The one who fixed things. The one who paid bills. The one who swallowed pain to keep peace. But that man was gone. Logan and Emily had killed him. My parents had buried him. And Denver had built someone better. I reached for the door. Logan panicked. Wait. Mom wants to talk to you. Of course she did. He pulled out his phone before I could stop him. Put it on speaker. My mother's voice came through immediately. Daniel. I stared at the phone. For 3 years I had wondered what I would feel hearing her voice. The answer was simple. Nothing. Daniel, please. We need you. I smiled coldly. No. You need money. She started crying. Your father is sick from stress. The house is almost gone. Logan made mistakes but we cannot abandon him. I looked at Logan. Then at the phone. You did not abandon him. You financed him. He is your brother. There it is again. Daniel, do not be cruel. I laughed softly. Cruel was defending him after what he did. Cruel was lying to relatives. Cruel was asking me to quietly disappear so Logan and Emily could have a clean love story. She sobbed. We were trying to keep the family together. No. You were trying to keep your favorite son comfortable. My mother's crying stopped. Logan stared at me. I continued. And now comfort got expensive. My father came on the line. His voice was rough. That is enough. I almost smiled. Even now he thought he could command me. No. It is not. Your brother is in trouble. He created trouble. We all make mistakes. Sleeping with your brother's fiancée is not a mistake. Marrying her is not a mistake. Spending your parents into foreclosure is not a mistake. That is a pattern. Silence. Then my father said, so you are really going to turn your back on us? I looked around my apartment. My clean kitchen. My quiet home. My peaceful life. No. I looked at Logan. I am leaving you exactly where you left me. Then I hung up the call. Logan stared at me like I had slapped him. Maybe I had. Just not with my hands. You have changed, he whispered. I nodded. I had to. He stood there in the rain for another few seconds, then turned and walked away. I closed the door, locked it, and waited. For guilt. For regret. For the old ache in my chest. Nothing came. Only peace. The next morning my email had 7 messages from relatives. My aunt said I was being too harsh. My cousin said I did the right thing. My mother sent a long message with the subject line, "Please save this family." I deleted it without opening it. 2 days later Logan came again. This time he was not alone. My parents were with him. My mother looked older. My father looked smaller. Logan looked destroyed. I opened the door but kept the chain on. My mother started immediately. "Daniel, please. Just hear us out." "No." My father stepped forward. "We drove 12 hours. That was your choice." My mother cried. "We are going to lose the house." I nodded. "I am sorry to hear that." Her eyes filled with hope. "So you will help?" "No." Her face changed. Not sadness. Anger. There she was. The mother I remembered, the one who only loved me when I obeyed. "How can you stand there and watch this happen?" I leaned closer to the gap in the door. "The same way you watched Logan take Emily." She flinched. "That was years ago. And yet you are still paying for it." My father pointed a finger at me. "You think you are better than us now?" "No. I think I am free from you." Logan suddenly spoke. "I lost Emily too, Daniel." I looked at him. And his mouth opened. Closed. "She ruined me." "No, Logan. She revealed you." He looked confused. So I explained. "Emily did not make you betray me. She did not make you lie. She did not make you take mom and dad's money. She did not make you build a life on something stolen. She just did to you what both of you did to me." His face turned pale. "And now you want me to interrupt the lesson?" Nobody spoke. Then my mother whispered, "Please. We are still your family." I shook my head. "No. You are people I used to know." My mother broke down. My father cursed under his breath. Logan just stared at the floor. I closed the door. This time I did not wait for them to leave. I walked away. A week later I got a call from an unknown number. It was Emily. I almost hung up. Then I answered. Curiosity again. "Daniel," she said softly. I recognized the voice immediately. The same voice that once said she loved me. The same voice that lied beside me for months. "What do you want?" She laughed weakly. "I guess you have heard. That you cheated on Logan and helped empty his business account." Silence. Then she said. "It was not like that." I smiled. "It never is with you." She sighed. "Logan was reckless. He was drowning us. I had to get out. With his business partner. He understood me. That made me laugh. You said the same thing about Logan when you left me." She went quiet. Then she whispered, "I made mistakes." "No, you made choices. Daniel, I was young. You were 28. She ignored that. "I heard you were doing well." There it was. The real reason. "What do you need?" She exhaled. "I do not need anything." Then goodbye. Wait. I waited. "I just wanted to say I think about you sometimes." I looked out the window at the mountains. 3 years ago those words would have destroyed me. Now they were just noise. Do not. What? Do not think about me. Do not call me. Do not use me as proof that you once had a better option. Her breathing changed. "You hate me." "No. I meant it. I do not care about you enough to hate you." That hurt her. I could tell. Good. I hung up. Blocked the number. And felt nothing. 2 months later I heard from my cousin that my parents lost the house. They moved into a small rental. Logan moved in with them. Emily disappeared with the business partner who later left her too. Apparently stolen things do not build stable lives. My cousin asked if I was okay. I said yes, and I was. That surprised me. For years I had imagined their downfall would feel satisfying. Like revenge. Like victory. But it did not. It felt distant. Like hearing bad news about strangers. That was when I realized I had truly healed. Not when I became successful. Not when Logan begged. Not when Emily called. But when their pain no longer felt connected to me. My company kept growing. I bought a small house outside Denver. Nothing huge, but peaceful. A backyard. A mountain view. A porch where I drank coffee every morning. One evening I sat there watching the sun go down when my phone buzzed. A message from my cousin. A photo. Logan standing outside the courthouse after filing bankruptcy. He looked tired. Older. Empty. Under the photo my cousin wrote, "Thought you should know." I stared at it for a moment. Then deleted it. I did not need updates anymore. I did not need proof. I did not need to watch him suffer. 3 years ago Logan stole my fiancée. But the truth is he did me a favor. He exposed Emily before I married her. He exposed my parents before I wasted another decade trying to earn equal love. He exposed himself before I spent the rest of my life calling him brother. He did not steal my future. He stole the version of my future that would have ruined me. And yes, 3 years later he begged me for help after losing everything. But by then I had already learned the lesson he never did. You cannot build happiness from betrayal. You cannot steal peace from someone else and expect to keep it. And you cannot burn a bridge then cry when the person on the other side refuses to rebuild it. People ask what revenge feels like. They think it feels like anger, or victory, or watching someone fall apart. But real revenge feels quieter than that. Real revenge is waking up in a home they have no key to, answering to no one, owing them nothing, and realizing their emergency is no longer your responsibility. Logan lost Emily. He lost his business. He lost his money. He lost the golden image my parents spent their lives protecting. But I gained something better. My freedom. My peace. Myself. And when my brother begged me to save him, I gave him the same thing he gave me 3 years earlier. Nothing. Then I closed the door. And never looked back.